This dispersal allowed them to colonize unoccupied habitats and take advantage of available resources. Migration, on the other hand, facilitated the movement of species between different habitats in response to seasonal changes or the search for food and breeding grounds. These adaptive behaviors enabled animals to expand their geographic range and thrive in diverse environments. Evolution of reproductive strategies. In the post-dinosaur era, animal species underwent changes in their reproductive strategies to optimize survival and reproduction. Some species developed complex courtship behaviors and mating rituals to attract mates and ensure successful reproduction. Others evolved reproductive strategies such as live birth, egg laying, or parental care to increase offspring survival. These adaptations and reproductive strategies contributed to the diversification of species and the perpetuation of their genetic lineage. Coexistence and competition. As animal species adapted to new habitats, they had to coexist and compete with other organisms for limited resources. This competition influenced the evolution of specialized adaptations and the development of unique traits that allowed species to exploit specific ecological niches. Through this competition, natural selection acted as a driving force, favoring individuals with traits that provided a competitive advantage. As a result, species diversified and coexisted within ecosystems, contributing to the complexity and stability of ecological communities. Response to environmental changes. The post-dinosaur era was characterized by significant environmental changes, including shifts in climate, geological events, and the rise of new habitats. Animal species displayed remarkable adaptability in response to these changes. Some species developed physiological adaptations to withstand extreme temperatures or changes in water availability. Others evolved behaviors to navigate seasonal variations or geological disturbances. The ability to respond to environmental changes allowed species to persist and thrive in a dynamic and ever-changing world. Interactions with humans. In more recent times, animal species have also adapted to coexist and interact with humans. As human populations expanded, many species adjusted their behaviors, habitat preferences, and feeding strategies to exploit anthropogenic environments. Some species, like urban adapted birds or scavengers, have thrived in human-altered landscapes. However, human activities have also posed challenges, such as habitat destruction and the introduction of invasive species, which have had negative impacts on many animal species. Symbiotic relationships. Animal species in the post-dinosaur era have also developed symbiotic relationships with other organisms, which have facilitated their adaptation and survival. Symbiosis refers to a close and mutually beneficial interaction between different species. Examples include mutualistic relationships where both species benefit, such as pollination by insects and the provision of food and shelter by plants for certain animal species. Symbiotic relationships have allowed animals to access resources, enhance their survival rates, and expand their ecological niche. Cultural and behavioral adaptations. In addition to physical adaptations, animal species have also exhibited cultural and behavioral adaptations in response to new environments. Cultural behaviors can be passed down from one generation to another through social learning, allowing animals to acquire new skills and knowledge. These cultural adaptations, such as tool use in primates or hunting techniques in dolphins, have enabled species to thrive in their respective habitats and demonstrate remarkable cognitive abilities. Impact on ecosystem functioning. The adaptive responses of animal species have had profound impacts on ecosystem functioning. Each species plays a unique role in the ecosystem, and their adaptations influence the availability of resources, energy flow, and trophic interactions. For example, herbivorous animals shape vegetation dynamics through grazing, while predators regulate prey populations, maintaining ecological balance.